Welcome to Compass. Compass is a Slack app that helps you build healthier and more effective teams. I want to spend a bit of time walking you through the UI and show you what's possible using Compass. This is the overview page. You can see here what we're doing is helping you better understand what's the actual deep structure of your team based on the message data that's being sent. On the left-hand side, we can see stats on the number of messages, the number of mentions, and also look at how sentiment has been changing over time for the team. In the upper right corner, we can use this to switch between what we're looking at right now, which is the people view. We can also switch and look at the channels view as well. This, instead of connecting people directly to each other based on the messages they send, actually connects people directly to the channels that they're posting to. We can also change the time range that we're looking at. So by default, we'll show you the last month. But if you want to, we can also change this to either the last week or instead look at the last quarter. Finally, we can use this settings button to change when we draw connections. So from anywhere from after at least one interaction, we can even change this to look at 5 interactions to see only the structure of the network based on kind of more robust communication between two people. On the left-hand side, we can switch between a couple different features of Kumu. This one is the leaderboards feature, which allows you to actually run and calculate certain metrics. Some of them are based on social network analysis metrics that analyze the structure of your network, while others are based on things like the number of messages, the sentiment, how often or how infrequently people are talking to each other and interacting. And these give a really interesting picture of the team and potentially important people on your team, both more on the positive side and then potentially ones where you might want to dive in to understand why people are showing up as potentially lower sentiment or not engaging as much. If we click on stats, we can look at a summary of all of the people that are part of your team, rank them by sentiment, and also type to search by name. And we can also look at channels to see how often they're being used. And if we want to, we can click through and actually look at a given help channel and find out more details about it. Finally, we have surveys, which allow you to be able to ask a question of everyone on your team. For example, say we want to ask something around who do you wish to work with more often. We can click this example question. We can then be able to change this if we'd like. We can choose who to send it to and the answer type we want to use. So in this case, we can have people choose an actual team member. We can have people choose from a list of options, or we can have people enter free text. And then finally, we can click Run Survey or preview the question, and that'll actually send us a sample of what the question would be directly within Slack. You can change some of the admin settings down here in this menu, doing things like enabling private message insights. So this is the way to actually have Compass look at private messages in addition to those messages that are in public channels, as well as ignoring certain channels, changing access for whether everyone should have access or only admins or only specific people, and starting to see some examples of what frequent activity has been for people on your team checking what's going on within Compass. So that gives you a quick run through of the features of Compass. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at support@compasshq.com. Thanks so much.